major developments in Iraq's banking sector, and international financial relations. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we have some crucial updates for those following Iraq's economy, particularly its banking sector and international financial relationships. If you want to stay informed about Iraq's financial future, stick around, as we'll be covering some key developments that could have a significant impact. In this video, we will discuss the latest updates from the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, new banking regulations, and Iraq's financial interactions with the US Treasury and the Federal Reserve. Iraq is currently navigating various international banking challenges, and some critical decisions are being made behind the scenes that will shape the country's economic landscape. Discussions between the Central Bank of Iraq and US financial authorities. One of the most significant updates comes from a recent meeting between the Central Bank of Iraq, the Iraqi Treasury, and the Federal Reserve. These discussions focused on how Iraq plans to regulate its banking sector, particularly concerning international transactions involving US dollars. A key point raised during these meetings was the importance of maintaining trust with international correspondent banks. Iraq's financial system cannot operate in isolation. It needs strong ties with global financial institutions to continue stabilizing and growing its economy. To remain integrated into international markets, Iraq must ensure that global banks have confidence in its financial system. However, a pressing concern is that some Iraqi banks have faced restrictions on their ability to conduct international transactions. The CBI has emphasized that any news regarding the banking sector should come directly from official announcements to avoid misinformation. There have been rumors about certain Iraqi banks facing international sanctions, but until confirmed by reliable sources, such claims should be taken with caution. Misinformation spreads quickly online, and some reports have exaggerated the extent of restrictions on Iraqi banks. Some sources have even suggested that Iraqi financial institutions are being completely cut off from the global financial system. While concerns about banking limitations are understandable, it's essential to rely on official updates from the CBI, which remains the primary authority on such matters. Financial developments in the Kurdistan region. Moving on to another significant update, recent developments in Iraq's Kurdistan region. Reports indicate that budget discussions for Kurdistan are progressing, particularly concerning oil export rates. As we all know, oil plays a crucial role in Iraq's economy, and new budgetary measures related to oil exports could have a substantial impact on the country's financial outlook. The question remains, will these changes bring financial stability and increased revenue to Kurdistan and Iraq as a whole? There is growing optimism about economic reforms in Iraq, with many believing that progress is happening at an accelerated pace. Leaders spearheading these reforms appear increasingly confident in their plans, and there is hope that Iraq is entering a new era of financial stability and growth. Iran's banking restrictions and their impact on Iraq. On the international front, significant news has emerged from Iran that could affect Iraq's banking system. The Central Bank of Iran recently announced a ban on 5 local Iranian banks from conducting transactions in US dollars. This decision was made due to concerns about financial misconduct, including money laundering, which threatens the integrity of the global financial system. This move underscores the ongoing efforts to limit access to US dollars, which are crucial for global trade. While the affected Iranian banks can still operate in other currencies, losing access to US dollars severely restricts their international financial operations. This development has direct implications for Iraq, as some Iraqi banks have also faced difficulties in accessing US dollars. In 2023, the US government imposed sanctions on several Iraqi financial institutions for allegedly facilitating dollar transfers to Iran and other sanctioned nations. These measures are part of broader efforts to curb illicit financial activities and strengthen compliance with international banking regulations. Challenges for Iraqi banks in the US dollar market. As Iraq navigates these financial challenges, the Central Bank of Iraq has imposed its own restrictions on several local banks, preventing them from conducting transactions in US dollars. This is a significant limitation, as access to foreign currency is essential for banks to engage in international trade and manage foreign investments. Recently, 5 more Iraqi banks were added to the list of institutions restricted from participating in the CBY's daily US